Two people in your house go to work, two paychecks come in. So why do you have less money left over than your grandfather did on one? One single paycheck. He bought a house, raised a family, took a vacation, and still put money away. You and your partner both grind full time, and at the end of the month, there is nothing. That is not bad luck. That is a trap that was built on purpose. And the part that costs your family the most is the part almost nobody sees coming. My name is the Hidden Rich Guy, and today I am going to show you exactly how that trap was built and how to climb out of it. So let me take you back. In 1970, a typical American family lived on one income while the other partner stayed home. And here is what everyone gets wrong. People think the second person going to work simply doubled the family's money. It did not. The moment millions of families sent a second earner out to work, something quiet and brutal happened to prices. Think about it. If every family suddenly has two paychecks, what happens to the price of the thing every family fights over? Houses. There are only so many homes in the good school district. So when two incomes start bidding against two incomes, that house does not stay cheap. It climbs. And it keeps climbing until it swallows the entire second paycheck. That is the heart of the trap. The second income did not make families richer. It got eaten alive in a bidding war for the same houses, the same school districts, the same safe streets. Everyone ran twice as fast and ended up standing in the exact same spot. Now let me make this real with numbers because this is where it stings. In 1970, the median American home cost about $23,000. The median family income was around $9,000 a year, so a house cost a little over 2.5 years of income. 2.5 years, one earner could carry that. Today, the median home is around $400,000, and the median household income is around $80,000. So now, a house costs about 5 years of income. The price, measured against what you actually earn, has roughly doubled. And to afford it, you now need both people working. The second income did not buy freedom. It bought a more expensive starting line. But housing is only the first jaw of the trap. Here comes the second. When one partner stayed home, that person was a built-in safety net. They were free childcare, free elder care, the backup driver, the backup cook, the person who could pick up a sick kid at noon. The family had a spare wheel. The two-income family has no spare wheel. Both adults are committed to the maximum. So now, everything that person used to do for free has to be bought. Childcare. That is a second rent payment for many families. Easily $1,500 to $2,000 a month per child. A second car because both people have to commute. More gas, more insurance, more eating out because nobody has time to cook. More everything. So the family looks at the second paycheck and thinks, that is pure profit. But by the time you subtract childcare, the second car, the higher taxes that push you into a higher bracket, and all the convenience spending that comes from being exhausted, that second paycheck often shrinks down to almost nothing. Sometimes it is literally a wash. And here is the cruelest part. The two-income family is actually more fragile than the one-income family ever was. Stay with me, because this flips everything you believe about job security. The old one-income family could survive a layoff. If the working partner lost their job, the stay-at-home partner could go get work. The family had a second engine, sitting in the garage, ready to start. But the modern two-income family has already fired up both engines, just to pay the basic bills. The mortgage assumes two incomes. The child care assumes two incomes. Everything is stretched to the limit of two incomes. So when one of those two people loses a job, the family does not lose a little. It loses half of everything, instantly, with no backup. The very thing that was supposed to make you safer, that second income, is what made you fragile. You are not overemployed. You are overcommitted. Okay, I have spent enough time describing the cage. Let me hand you the key. Here is how the rich quietly avoid this trap, and how you can too. Rule number 1. Build your life on one income and treat the second as a weapon, not a crutch. This is the single biggest move. If you can pay your core bills, your housing, your food, your basic life on one paycheck, then the second paycheck becomes free. It is not paying the mortgage. It is buying your freedom. Every dollar of it can go to investing, to paying off debt, to building the safety net that the old families had for free. You manufacture your own spare wheel. Rule number 2, refuse the bidding war. The trap only catches you if you fight for the most expensive house in the most expensive district that 2 incomes can possibly afford. The wealthy do the opposite. They buy less house than the bank says they can. When a lender tells you that you qualify for $400,000, hear what they are really saying. They are saying, we will let you spend every dollar of both your incomes for 30 years. The right answer is to buy the house you can carry on roughly 1 income and keep the rest. Rule number 3, count the second income honestly. Before you assume both of you must work, do the brutal math. Take the second salary. Now, subtract childcare. Subtract the second car and its gas and insurance. Subtract the extra taxes. Subtract the takeout and the convenience spending. What is actually left? For a lot of families, the real number is shockingly small. And if it is small, you suddenly have options. Maybe one person works part-time. Maybe one person works from home. Maybe the second income exists purely to be invested and never touched. You cannot make that choice until you see the true number. Rule number 4, protect the spare wheel on purpose. The old families had a built-in emergency fund, a human one. You have to build a cash one. 3 to 6 months of expenses sitting in a high-yield account, doing nothing but waiting. That money is your stay-at-home partner. It is the engine in the garage. When a layoff hits, it is the difference between a stressful few months and losing the house. So let me bring this all the way home. You were sold a story. The story said, get a second income and your family will be richer. But for millions of families, the second income just poured fuel onto higher home prices, paid for the services the missing partner used to provide for free, and quietly made the whole household more fragile. 2 people running flat out, ending up exactly where one used to stand. The escape is not to work even harder. It is to refuse the trap. Build on 1 income. Buy less than the bank allows. Count the second paycheck honestly. And turn that second income from the thing that barely keeps you afloat into the thing that quietly makes you rich. The hidden rich do not earn dramatically more than you. They just refuse to spend both engines on the same hill everyone else is climbing. I am the hidden rich guy. If this opened your eyes, you know what to do. I will see you in the next one.